Hey guys, what's up? It's Looney TNT. Today we are going to talk about saving bank spaces. Now, for a lot of you guys that are subscribed, if you guys are new here, please hit that subscribe button, follow my journey, follow me on Twitch at Looney TNT if you guys want to watch some live streams and all that other fun stuff. But today I wanted to show you guys how I save bank space. And like I said, a lot of my subscribers, they know I have the worst bank in OSRS history. And I thought, you know what? We're going to do something about that. So the first thing we did was I started looking up a lot of different methods and to try to find how to clear my bank out and how to save as much room as possible. And there's even more room that I could actually save. And we will organize it in the next few days, probably on live stream. But let's go ahead and talk about how we can save space. So I was stuck at 1,000 out of 1,000, and it was like 20 million gold to add more spaces. And I was like, listen, there's got to be another way. Well, there was. So right now I'm down to 775. Like I said, the bank organization is pretty crazy, but I'm going to show you guys a few different things, and I'm going to show you guys a huge other thing that I use with my player-owned house. But if we go to my few items that really did really well, was these two items right here actually saved me a decent amount. And I think there was even one more that I was using also. But these two right here, if I view all this stuff, there's a lot of space that I had just randomly in my bank that these can actually store. They can store the outfits, they can store any bait, anything that you need. So if I need something, I can just take it out of the tackle box. Same thing with the forestry kit. The forestry kit holds, you'd be surprised, you probably have some leaves and stuff in your inventory. Now, you're probably thinking, Looney, that doesn't save that much room. And you're right. Let's go ahead and let's show you guys the biggest save that I actually invested in. Well, here we are in the player-owned house. The amount of items that I actually saved was crazy. And we start from over here. What I built was I built a little house for my pets. So if you guys have any pets, this isn't very hard to build. And you can actually store any pets, maybe 1 or 2 slots, depending on how many pets you have. But this room over here was a game changer. This wasn't very expensive to put items in either. So what I have here is I have a toy box. I have like this is where I put all my, it says fancy dress box, but this is where I put all my random events, my capes. This is where I have a lot of wardrobe stuff, armor, and clue scrolls. Guys, any items you get from clue scrolls, you can actually deposit all of them into this chest, which is amazing. So let me show you some of the items that I have stored. Here's my capes. So I have 17 out of 68, but look at this. I have the hood and the cape. If you're not using some of these, and to be honest, I didn't buy a lot. I'm a max player. I didn't buy my defense cape. I don't have my listen, we're working on that diary, okay? We're working on them. But I didn't buy the herb one, the hunter one. I didn't buy a lot of these. And there's even some mage arena capes that if you guys need, magic cape. There's a lot of stuff that you could store in here. And if you're not using it, guys, it is definitely a great thing that you guys can just store these. And you're going to save so much room in your bank. Now, that's just capes. If we go to toys, I don't really do too much with this stuff. But if you are a person who loves to collect the older things, you can store all of this stuff in here. And there's a lot of spaces that you could save. Look, I got a cabbage cape. That's the only one I got. But you guys can store a lot of this stuff, and it actually will save you a lot of room. You guys can kind of see how much of the spook. Oh, there's some cool stuff. I don't collect a lot of this stuff, and I don't do a lot of the events because I didn't want to take up room. So just endless amounts of storage there. And this one was really big. I didn't realize how big this was going to be. So I only have 9 out of them, right? But when you look, we have the torches from Winter Tot. So that's one space right there. We have The ghostly robes. Ghostly robes was pretty big. You know, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots right there. 6 slots from there. And then if you have graceful, I leave my graceful in the in my bank. But if you have all the other like colorizations and stuff graceful, you're gonna save so much. I could actually store this graceful in here, but I leave it in the bank, and I might even put this stuff in there and just come and deposit this stuff. Like I can take it all out. You know, I can come here instead of going to the bank. I can take all this out. All the lunar robes right there. We have some flippers and stuff. We have some. It's pretty good. I'll scroll down so you guys can kind of see. We have some. You can do your rune items, smithing items, any of those. I don't know if I have any of those, but there's a lot of things that I didn't have that I'm like, dude, I can actually. I can store a lot of this stuff. And the armor, too. The armor was pretty crazy because I can store a lot more in here, and I just haven't. But like the angler's outfit, I have this, but I have it in my my tackle box, so it's just easier to access. But look at all this stuff that it holds. It holds a tremendous amount. You know, we have the Clue Hunter outfit. You know, listen. What are you going to use that for once you have the warm clothes? You know, for the stuff. So we have the Ham's robe if you need those for a quest or whatever it is. A lot of stuff. Look at this. It holds a lot of gear also. So if you guys need to store maybe some armor that you necessarily aren't using really, you can definitely use that. I can definitely put my prospector gear in too. I don't know if I will or not, but this is what I got from Leagues, so it also holds that. Rogue's armor. I might actually store this in here too because I don't do thieving as much. I do have these in here, so if you guys have done the quest and you needed the 5 or what's it? I don't think it was a quest. I think it was the elite achievements or something like that. You'll need those. Look at the fancy boots. What are you using for fancy boots? Are you wearing these around? Probably not. So come storing them. If you do want to wear them around, you can definitely come by and pick them up. We got the Void here. So you guys can see it starts to get pretty crazy on the amount that you can store. And the clue scrolls, so good. Now, I don't do clue scrolls. But for people that do, this is a game changer. You can have all your stuff and you can store it all in here. And it doesn't take up any inventory room. So with the tiers, you switch it so you can go to the beginner, easy, medium, hard, all the way up, right? All the way up to master. So you can come in here and store them. Now, when you are storing them here, make sure that that you take out all your gear, and you're going to have to go through these. So if you're on the medium, it will only store medium when you put deposit inventory. So make sure that you are on the correct one. And if you put the deposit, it will be like, there's nothing in there that you can put in there. Just click the right one, and you're good to go. The last one that we'll show is we will show this one. This one's really good too because it holds a lot of your random event stuff. You know, a lot of times I'm like, I don't want to get rid of the random event stuff because, you know, it's kind of cool, but here it is, you know. So like, look I haven't even done the zombie stuff. I need to go do that zombie stuff. But a lot of this stuff you guys can just store here. And, you know, when we're looking at it, it says 4 out of 8, right? But when it says that, it doesn't necessarily mean it's 8 items. The beekeeper, that's 5 items right there. Just for one, right? Same thing with the mine. So that's what, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 items that you can store here, not in your bank. So it's huge. So make sure when you guys are trying to clean out your inventory and you're trying to gain some space, there is so many more ways to have room in your bank than just buying more slots. And there's a lot of times that you want to save a lot of things. And like I said, this stuff over here that you want to save versus dropping on the ground, there's a lot of cool stuff that we can store in here that we're not using and we don't have to get rid of. So I think it's I think it's worth putting in here. But that said, guys, thank you guys for watching. If you guys already knew all this, hey, that's great. But this video is for maybe some people struggling, trying to save some items, and they don't necessarily want to lose those items because they like to collect them, but they have no bank space. Well, guess what? There's a lot of other options, and there's a lot more options than I just showed. There's some teleport options where you can have all your teleport scrolls. There's a lot of different things that I didn't mention that you can find out. I just wanted to do a video showing a bulk majority of what I've been doing. So, that said, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and like always, anything goes good with the Dragon Med. And for all you guys that want me to clean out my bank, we're getting closer. That organization live is going to be soon. All right, guys. Talk to you with you guys again soon.